Christians, notice in these verses here, Jesus says this in verse 65 in John chapter 6. Therefore I said unto you, no man can come unto me, not by his free will or otherwise. No man can come to me, except it were given unto him of my Father. Jesus said you cannot come to him unless it was given to you by his Father. And then it says in verse 66, from that time, many of his disciples departed from him. They walked with him no more. They didn't want to have no more to do with his teachings. You see, they knew what he was saying, that salvation must come from God's election. You can't come to Christ unless, in verse 55, it were given to you by his Father. And it was when Christ said that many of his disciples stopped following him. It was then. And then Jesus asked his disciples, his apostles, are you going to go away too? Will you go away also? To which Peter made the greatest confession in the entire scriptures to me, is when he says, Lord, to whom shall we go? But the emphasis that I want to put on in this particular post has to do with the reaction of people, of disciples, followers of Christ, when he made it clear that you could not come to him of your own accord, that you had to be granted permission to come to Christ. Look at what the verse says. No man can come unto me except it were given unto him of his Father, which implies the obvious. If it is not given to you by the Father to believe and to come to Christ, you won't do it. He must do it. And it also implies that he doesn't do this for all mankind. All mankind will not be saved, nor was it designed that way. God has a purpose for those whom he saves, and he has a purpose for those whom he destroys. You will not come to Christ unless Father gives you to him.